Durham Catholic District School Board Accountability Report, June 2021. My name is Tracy Burrell. As the Director of Education and Secretary-Treasurer of the Board, I am committed to overseeing the delivery of our strategic actions that emerged from the Discovery 2023 Renewing the Vision Strategic Plan and our Board's annual Strategic Action Plan. I am pleased to share with you the progress that we have made through this accountability report. This school year has been an unprecedented time in the history of Catholic education across Ontario. Students, staff, and families have experienced regular changes and transitions from the return to in-person learning in the fall to virtual learning to new COVID-19 safety protocols that change the way we operate in our schools to lockdowns and pivots back and forth from online learning to in-school learning, as well as school closures. Through it all, we have witnessed our students and staff's resilience, strength, compassion, and desire to keep learning while building relationships and continuing to instill hope for the future. Notwithstanding these circumstances, as the end of the school year approaches, it is necessary and appropriate to review and reflect upon the key goals that we have accomplished as a Catholic education system. This year's accountability report focuses on actions taken to demonstrate our deep commitment to faith formation, well-being, and achievement of our students as we have navigated this COVID-19 global pandemic. Our mission states that we are called to celebrate and nurture the God-given talents of each student as we serve with excellence in the light of Christ. We remain committed to this statement during this unprecedented time in history. As a board, we also continue to place significant emphasis on our vision for each student in our Catholic learning environments to embody excellence and equity by embracing the Ontario Catholic School graduate expectations. To be a discerning believer, an effective communicator, a reflective, creative, and holistic thinker, a self-directed, responsible, lifelong learner, a collaborative contributor, a caring family member, and a responsible citizen. As a Catholic school system, we are rooted in faith with Jesus Christ as the teaching center, and we are committed to our guiding principles of excellence, equity, and engagement. In keeping with the Renewing the Promise pastoral letter for Catholic education, the Durham Catholic District School Board endeavors to ensure that all students, staff, families, and partners understand what it means to be a community that accompanies, a community that builds relationships, a community that encourages engagement and instills hope, and a community that forms joyful disciples. With our core commitments in mind, we have 4 strategic priorities which we are highlighting within this accountability report. 1. Witnessing faith. 2. Celebrating inclusion and well-being. 3. Teaching and learning with a focus on Indigenous education. 4. Impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic with a focus on managing resources, health and safety protocols, and continuity of learning. Each individual section can be found on the Accountability Report webpage, and I will walk through each section and provide an overview of the key goals and achievements within those areas. When you view each section, you will see that they carry a consistent format, and on the website they are accompanied by an audio voiceover so that you may view or listen to the content of the report as you so choose. Contact information. Central Office, St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Education Centre, 650 Roseland Road West, Oshawa, Ontario, L1J7C4. Email address, info@dcdsb.ca. Phone number, 905-576-6150. Website dcdsb.ca. Twitter account @Durham Catholic. Facebook account @Durham Catholic. Instagram account @Durham Catholic. YouTube channel Durham Catholic District School Board. Senior Administration 2020-2021. I would like to acknowledge the dedication and commitment of our senior administrative team and their departments for overseeing their specialized areas, which collectively help us to advance as a system while maintaining our faith in Jesus as the teaching center. During this school year, everyone has answered the call to serve by working long hours to support the needs of our students, families, and the overall system. Together, we worked in a collaborative fashion to overcome challenges and implement innovative solutions to ensure 21st century learning continued in spite of the changes that were required. Tracy Burrill, Director of Education. Mike O'Neill, Superintendent of Education. Ronald Rodriguez, Chief Information and Privacy Officer. Scott Grieve, Superintendent of Facility Services. Mariah O'Reilly, Superintendent of Education. Jim Wilson, Superintendent of Education. Susie Lee Fernandez, Superintendent of Education. Ryan Putnam, Chief Financial Officer and Superintendent of Business Services. Gerard Wynn, Superintendent of Education. Thank you is extended to our Board of Trustees for continuing to entrust your faith in me as a Director of Education and for their ongoing support in making decisions with the best interests of our students in mind. Board of Trustees 2020-2021. Morgan St. Marie, Chair of the Board, City of Oshawa. Richard Damianopoulos, Townships of Brock, Scugog, Uxbridge. Jim McCafferty, City of Pickering. Janice Oldman, Vice Chair of the Board, Town of Ajax. Robert D'Souza, City of Oshawa. John Ranella, Town of Whitby. Monique Forrester, Town of Ajax. Mikhail Yurkowski, Town of Whitby. Student Voice 2020-2021. We extend our appreciation to the members of the Student Senate and our student trustees for so eloquently representing the student voice in our board. Student Senate, Morgan A., Shanad A., Lucas D., Danithi F., Tiana F., Mark H., Kiera L., Caitlin J., Rihanna M., Sakina M., Diane O., Sharuki R., Alexandra S., Elizabeth S., Lauren S., Gabe V. Student Trustees, Annika Del Torre, Durham Catholic Virtual Secondary School. Declan Amaral, All Saints Catholic Secondary School.